Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. I have a gorgeous, gorgeous Christmas kit to share with you from Took. It is called Blue Christmas. It has front and back pages. It has collage pages, and it has a bunch of ephemera pages as well. So, Blue Christmas. And if you use my discount code BCDT15, you'll receive 15% off. And that is whether it's digitals or any handmade item, that code will work for both. So I wanted to make sure that you knew about that. Let's get into it, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. These are the front pages. Aren't they stunning? The blues, I love the horse. As you know, that rocking horse is just wow. So, and then we have this, that beautiful dove. And then the writing in the background, the flowers, the gifts, the candle. And look, I didn't even notice that. It says Took's Craft Table. That is awesome. And then there's this page, and I wanted to ask her if that's her dog. So, I mean, just sweet. All right, these are the back pages. I left them separate because I'm going to use them separately. So that's gorgeous. Love the colors. They're just, look at the deer coming down and then the tree in the corner. I really like this one. That deer, they're laying down. So sweet. And then there's this one. So pretty. Oh, those were the fronts. Sorry. These are the backs. I put them in order and tried to keep them separate. So this is the back one, and without the tree and the decorations on there. Oops. And then the rocking horses, and the doves, and the bells on the bows. So lovely. And then this one with the background design. And then we have this one. Oops. And then there's this. And just in the background, you can see it has like a plaid, those plaid lines. And then there's this one. I love the peaks of color in there. So fun. And these are the, collage pages. And what I love about these is you can take individual pieces from this page and use it in your ephemera making, whether they're tags or cards, pockets, belly bands, page edges. I mean, the list goes on. And there's so much that you can do with them. Love the writing on there. Isn't that beautiful? And then this one. The only word I could figure out was Amsterdam. The rest, nope. And this is a beautiful page. Look at that. This little fella here, he's just adorable. With all the colors. It's so festive and so fun. And then there's this. She's just a sweetie, right? And then in the snow with the horses and the wagons. But you know, if you just take this, what a fabulous tag, topper that would be. So lovely. And then there's this one here, a sweet bird, and that beautiful church all lit up with the tree there. Just gorgeous. And then these are the ephemera pages, and there's a lot. I love these. These are CD inserts. They're envelope insert. And then you have little decorations to dress up your envelope. So I actually did grab 2 of these so that I can dress them up. So I'm going to enjoy that. And then we have a coin envelope. Beautiful. And if you don't want to use it as an actual envelope, then you can cut these sections apart and use them individually, right? We did talk about that before, and I have done that. And then here's some large tags. You can keep them together and make a trifold. You can make just keep 2 of them together and use it as a booklet. I just add papers inside or pockets. And there's some postcards. There's 3 more big tags. Aren't they lovely? And you don't even have to do very much to them. You can add a sentiment onto this one and you're done. Add a topper, you know, you're finished. These ones don't need much of anything. So they're dressed. And this is envelope with the tags. And there's some little embellishments there as well. And these are hanging tags. You can use them for gifts. You can use them for presents. Well, that's gifts, right? Cards, like, you know, you can just add it to a card. So, and some little embellishments here. So fabulous. And these are journal cards that you can fold in half. And then you can add some paper inside, make a little booklet, tuck it into a pocket. Use it as it's on its own. These are 2-inch circles. And I love that every piece of the kit is in here, just showcasing all of the beautiful pictures. And then these journal cards, you just cut them all apart. You can use them. You can back them if you want. Just pop them into a pocket. You can make them an altered paper clip. There's just so many things that we're going to be able to do with those things. All right, so I'll show you what I have planned. This is just plain brown paper. And I cut it 9 by, I think it's 18 or 20, I can't remember. So 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, and 5.5. So I wanted the pages to be pretty close to what the actual kit was. So my other journal I did using just the brown paper, and that's what I want to do with this one. And I want this to be on the cover. So I thought we could just, you know, put a few things together. I do have some fabric to add into here because it's just brown paper. And it's from the dollar store, brown paper from the dollar store. And really, that's all I needed to use. So I didn't want to make it complicated for anyone. Just have it easy enough. So this will go here, and then that's what I'll be sewing the signature into, right? So I have 3 of them. So let's add them. And I don't mind that they are hanging over. If I change my mind, then I will just trim it. I have my Fabri-Tac. Figured that would be best to use. And then I'll just use my finger tool to move the glue around, even though it probably won't seep through the fabric. Anyway, oh my goodness, I don't even know if I asked you how you were today. I'm hoping that you're doing well and that your week's been going good. Yeah, our week is good. Just Tom went out and did up all the last of the leaves because we're supposed to have snow. So there's that, and then it will close just like that. Yeah, I'll have to cut some off. I don't mind if it hangs over, but I don't want it hanging over that much. And I'm going to keep the little pieces. So there we go. So there's that one. Let's do this one. I'm not sure how much we can get done today, but it's just kind of nice to do a few things together. Excuse me. I didn't want to have like a 10-minute video. And I did some blueberry dyeing, and all the pages are dry, so I can show you those when we're done this bit. I'll probably have to add extra glue just to the edges that are here, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. Just get the fabric down. So there's that. And then I'll turn it over, and then this is the third one. Some flip-flops have 4 signatures. I think 3 is plenty, because it's going to be full of ephemera and stuff, so it's going to be pretty chunky, which, as you know, I like chunky. It just means it's all full of goodness. So, down into the fold. Make sure the glue is there as well. And I don't mind that it's all ratty at the edges. I actually like that look. Always have. There we are. So I'm going to keep them. They can get used for tops of tags and stuff, which is fabulous. All right, so, oops, there we go. All right, and then I'm just going to add a line going down just right at the edge so that it catches. There we are. That way I won't accidentally pull it and have it tear or something. And if you're not sure about the paper, then just double it. Or you can use file folder. You can use envelopes. You can cardstock, whatever you're comfortable with. Right, so that is going to close. Just add to this. I've been impatient to start this, so I'm really happy that I'm doing it now. Oops. I am keeping all the threads as well. So, oh my goodness, that one has a long glue bit on it. And then this one will close like that. And this one. Okay, so there. I want to do it the right way. I have these little ridges, and that's how I know this is the cover, because that's the end of the paper. And I wanted to use that as my cover. So then this one will go back. And then this one will come forward. Just like that. right? So front, turn, turn, and back. So there we go. So I remember I could always put this here now. We probably won't get any decorating done today, but it'll be nice to cover some pages. So I might have to trim a tiny little bit off of here. Let's hope my cutter will cooperate. Oops. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's because it's a thin piece of paper. Well, that's okay. I'll just straighten it up. And of course it's on the outside, but I can always come back and add lace. Oh, actually it doesn't look bad at all. But I can come and add lace when we get into the decorating stage. So let's do that. So I might have to use my ruler and my knife, because I don't want to have to be doing that to every single page. There we go. But at least we can get a start on our journal. And this way, you know, if you want to do this with me, you can gather up your supplies and then we can do it together. Whether you do Christmas or whether you want to do something else. So isn't that lovely? And I will ink everything. And then as you put your paper on, it's not going to be flimsy at all. So let's pop this one on the back. I'm just trying to figure out. Yep, oh yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. So you know that one will fit, but maybe I want it on the inside. And yeah, it's going to go over the, I never thought about that, but I don't mind that it's going to go over the fabric, because really I just needed the fabric for the spine. So if I put it there, then there's space. And if there, you know, if it comes over a little bit, I can do some trimming. It's really not a big deal. But I tried to measure to make sure that they were 5.5 wide. If you do a tall skinny, well, oh, that would be lovely too. So I'm going to sorry about that, I had to lift it off. And so that turns nicely. So just a little bit of trim. So there we go. And decorating, like I say, will come later. I just really like this page with the pup on there. So I know what I'll do. I'll mark it just like that, and then I'm going to fold it and just grab my ruler. There. Much better. So there we go. And if your brown paper, if you're using that, it, you know, it doesn't seem to be straight, don't stress about it. Just use it. Mine seems to not be straight, even though we used one of those really large rulers with the T on it so that it could be measured out properly. But it still seems to be a little crooked, but it's like, whatever. I'm going with it. By the time we're done, you won't even notice that that it isn't straight. So there we have that and that and that. Can use the collage pages. Let's try this one here. See where there we go. Oh yeah, I prefer to do it this way with my pencil. Much easier than having to cut with my trimmer. The only question is it straight? Yep. Have you started Christmas yet? I went down to the basement and I brought up my bins of Christmas. So my room has officially changed seasons. So I can get some things done, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for everybody for their Christmas this year. Last year for the kids, I made cozy, what did I call them? Cozy bags. So I put socks and chocolate and hot chocolate and apple cider and their favorite chocolate bar. And so I'll have to figure out what I want to do for them this year. So I'm not sure. I can move that over a little bit. I know this is probably pretty boring, isn't it? Just, I'm probably going to stop pretty quick here so you don't have to be, you know, sitting there doing the exact same thing over and over again, you know. So we'll do this one and then I'll finish it and then come back and show you what we have so far. Did I use that side? Yes, I did. All right, so let's add this one and then I'll go and finish up. We all know how to glue the paper on, right? Oops, come on. There we go. All right, there's that one. I'm gonna go away and finish and I'll be right back. And we're back. So I added all the paper that I could to the pages. So this will be our cover. And then we'll have a signature here. And then we'll bring this around and there'll be a signature here. And then that's the back. And then we'll open it up. Look at this. And I'll have a signature there. Isn't this stunning? I love this. Just love it. And then there's the front again. So we have a bunch of papers still to play with, which I'm so happy. And if you remember these from our doing the jelly plating yesterday. I have those. They can get dressed. And this is my blueberry paper. And I added some doilies to, not all of them. I wanted to have some plain ones, but oh yeah, look at this. That was with a new one that I had received. So it worked really well. And I also did some of these pages as well, just a couple, but they'll be really nice in the journal. And today I did some coffee dyeing, so I'll have those because I'm just about out. So anyway, I will leave it there for today. I just wanted to come together and fill in the pages, and the next time we come, I'll have the ephemera all cut out, and we will add a couple signatures, and we will continue. So I hope you enjoyed this. Questions, comments, please leave them below. I wanted to just share how I do it my way. So it's very, very simple. And yeah, anyone can make a flip-flop journal. It's very easy and you can't go wrong. All right, so okay, I'm gonna leave it for today instead of rambling on and on. God bless, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.